Mental illnesses, bad. Depression, bad. Video games, good. So apparently 1 in 5 US adults suffer from mental illnesses every year, making it to be about 51.5 million people. And 17 million people suffer from depression. This causes bad things in the brain, causing the reward pathways and the hippocampus to become understimulated and then shrink. This is actually a problem because with those parts of the brain shrinking, it causes a person to feel unmotivated and pessimistic, making it almost impossible for that person to improve their mental health. But luckily enough, there's a solution. And yes, that solution is video games. You see, video games actually help suppress negative emotions, and video games actually help stimulate your brain, reversing the negative effects from depression that cause it to shrink. But also, apparently playing too much can cause dopamine addiction and also alexithymia, which causes you to be unable to judge your own emotional state. But I don't believe that. I think they are wrong. And because of that, I'm gonna make my own gaming system because I don't own any systems. And I'm gonna get my own depressed participants so they can play video games on my gaming system, and then we're gonna see if it helps their mental health. Easy. To get this project going, I went on YouTube, looked at how to make it, watched this video, and then went to the build guide, looked at all the things I had to buy, and then went to Amazon and bought this, and this. Then we got to the screen and opened up the box and then opened up the screen, looked at the chip I had to remove so I could feed DC power to the screen, aka connect it to battery power, sketched the dimensions of the screen so I will know how big to make out the screen cutout in the case, and then I went to the Thingiverse so I could hippity hoppity this 3D model is now my property. Then we opened it up in Tinkercad, did some editing to the model to make the screen cutout bigger, and then got it printing on a 3D printer. To listen to these ASMR noises. Then I grabbed the finished product and then completely forgot about it until the later half of this video. But now we unsolder the chip from the screen, connect our power and ground cables to power it with batteries. We test it out by connecting it to our handy dandy VCR player and watch the best Spider-Man movie, no cap. We put this in the configuration file and this in the Recalbox configuration file to allow the screen and audio to work. So then we connect the screen to the Raspberry Pi by going snip snip on the composite cables and soldering the yellow cable to the Pi and power all of it up just to see that it didn't work. And it continued to not work even when I bought another screen, rest in peace my bank account. So then we move on thinking that maybe I could make something else work, I don't know, instead like the audio, so we make an RC filter circuit using resistors and capacitors, then we connect it to exactly how he did it in his video, so we solder the connections to the Pi and to the audio amp, then the volume knob and to the speaker to see if the music starts playing, and look at that, it's crap, what a surprise, oh my god. So then we just crashed the whole project and then just let the stress and self-doubt overtake my very existence. But we got a video to record and a deadline to meet, so we gotta finish this darn project and get back up right now. Okay, as you know, I actually ended up failing on my first take on making this project using the Raspberry Pi Zero and this composite cable screen. And because of this, I need to find a solution because I'm gonna finish this project. So my solution is actually this. I'm gonna get this screen and I'm gonna use this Raspberry Pi. And I plan on using these for 2 reasons. Reason number 1 being that this screen actually supports an HDMI port, which would actually allow me to connect this screen and the Raspberry Pi together via an HDMI cable. Reason 2 being that the Raspberry Pi has an audio jack. This would allow me to connect headphones to the Pi, which would then allow the music to play through the headphones. And that'll take care of the problems that I experienced throughout the project, being that I couldn't get the video / screen to work and that I couldn't get the speakers / audio to work. And yeah, with that, we're gonna move forward through the project with these solutions and hopefully it ends up working. Okay, so I know that sounded like a good idea at the time, but it made me freaking redo the case because the Pi and the screen are too big for it. So we take the measurements of the screen, or so I make it look like it, because I actually found the dimensions online, and oh, guess what? The D-pad cutout is too big for the actual D-pad. So we gotta get the dimensions of that thing and then remake the 3D models from this to this. Ta-da! From there, we sketch the battery pack since I need to make a cutout for it in the back of the case, so we clear out the back case and make it thick and make the cutout. Then from there, I connect the wires from the battery holder to the switch and then to the Pi so we can turn it on via flip of the switch. Then we start soldering the connections for the D-pad on a perf board, super glue the rubber pad and test to see if we're getting a good connection. And also, if you're curious about how this works, basically the button pad has a conductive pad on the back that when you press on it allows the electricity to flow, and we use that to close the circuit. We also then use that to light up this LED to make sure the circuit is closing correctly. Then eventually we will connect it to the Pi according to this pin diagram, and if a pin detects electricity / a closed circuit, we will know that that button is being pressed. So then we put the D-pad stuff on the case, then move on to the start and select buttons, do the same thing as we did for the D-pad, then move on to the X, Y, A, and B buttons, and also do the same thing, and yeah, now all the front buttons are on the case. We then make a common ground for all those wires to simplify the design. We connect it, and now we gotta power the screen, and it uses a micro USB cable to power it up. So we gotta snip that cable, find the power and ground wires, and then make sure the screen works with the modded cable, and then put it in the case. I then show you the pins on the Pi, which all the wires will connect to, and oh my god, what a beautiful mess. God dang. But we're still not done. Don't click off the video yet. We're super close to being done with this. And now we gotta connect the L and R buttons, but I gotta figure out how to use these buttons because they didn't teach me this in college. I then make the holes for the buttons in the back of the case, solder the buttons to wires, and then connect the wires to the Pi, and bam! Look at this. It's beautiful.
What the crap is that? Why is there black tape on it? And it doesn't even close correctly.
Hey, shut up. I ran into some problems, alright? Do you have a degree? No, I have a degree, so shut up. Also, I had a deadline. Okay, I was up till like 5 a.m. Come on, leave me alone. Okay, so now with that done, now I just wait for my participants to get here. Oh, sounds like they're already here. Let's go open that door for them. Oh, it's my dog. What the crap? This is my friend Adriana, and she doesn't know it yet, but she's depressed.
You can be like,
and this is my friend Irene, and she also doesn't know it yet, but she's also depressed. And that's why they're here, because we're gonna cure the depression with our gaming system. And now you get to see how it all went down.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're ready? Okay, so here you go.
Okay, thank you. How do I turn it on?
Yep. Okay, so here are some headphones right here. Probably yeah.
Alright.
Okay, and there's a little switch right here. Turns it on. You probably have to hold it because it's not very well placed. Okay, yeah, so it's on. Yeah, so you basically get it. So basically these are all the systems it has inside of it. So like right there, I don't know what it says. But if you go up, there's a Super Nintendo. There's some other stuff in here that I've never actually heard of. Anyways. So I only put games for the Game Boy Advance, and the Game Boy Color, and the SNES, the Super Nintendo. So I highly recommend you choose those.
Okay, I'll go for Street Fighter.
Okay, then select it. Yeah. Okay, so pay attention to how long Adriana lasts in this fighting round.
See if it...
No, it does work. I played it a little bit last night.
Well, I'm losing.
Yeah, you're kind of dying. You gotta hit him back, you know. Oh, yeah, that's working.
My phone is dying. I died.
Amazing.
Oh, man.
Now pay attention to how long she lasts in this fighting round.
I died again.
As you can see, she lasted a lot longer in the second round compared to the first round. And this is because of one thing and one thing only. Her depression is getting better. You see, gaming performance and depression are actually directly proportional to one another. So as she got better at the game, her depression also got better, which then proves that this gaming system is actually helping her mental health and her depression. Oh, well, look at that. Adriana broke my gaming system somehow. I don't know how she did it, because it's literally the best build ever, and it's super duper solid and stuff. So, I don't know how she accomplished that. But, luckily, by turning it off and turning it back on again, it started working again.
How do I go?
I don't know.
Mario Kart doesn't.
You're supposed to hold it. You're supposed to hold one button at least. Not that one. That looks like your jump button. There you go. And oh, look at that! Irene also ends up breaking it somehow. I don't know how. It's literally the best design thing ever. It's literally designed not to break. But turns out the batteries were dead, so we just switched those and it started working. I hear it works at Walmart now. Which is that one? Thank God. I didn't test that one.
You didn't?
No.
You should put
Making another one.
That's cute.
Then Irene chooses to play actually one of the best Pokemon games, Pokemon Emerald. Chef's kiss. But there's one thing that she does wrong during this whole process, and it's that she chooses Torchic instead of Mudkip. Hashtag Mudkip gang. Okay, so as you can see, the gaming system did work because, you know, I built it, so of course it's gonna work. So let's ask our participants how much they loved it, and let's see how much their mental health has improved from it. Yeah, so what do you think about it, Adriana, huh?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I like the games.
You've only played one game.
That's why I've seen the other games.
You've seen the other games?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool?
Pretty great.
Your face is really zoomed in on this camera right now.
Oh my god. But why is it like broken?
What do you mean broken? It's
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
Look, why do you have tape?
Oh, so it like holds it together.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah, so is your depression better now?
My depression?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Is it better?
Yeah, is it better?
Yeah, it is.
Did it cure your depression?
Totally.
Totally?
I like it. I like your device.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty nice, pretty cool.
Zoomed in your face.
That you did it from zero, you know. But yeah.
So your depression is better?
Yes.
Yeah, so what do you think of it?
It was cool.
It was cool?
Yeah. It was good audio. Good everything.
Good audio?
Yeah.
Did it cure your depression?
Yeah.
Your
Makes you want
depression?
to live. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It worked.
Mhm.
Any complaints about the design?
No.
No, right?
No, I
No.
like the size.
It's perfect, right?
Oh.
The buttons? What about the buttons?
They're kind of hard to play with when you're trying to hit on the Street Fighter part. That's why I lost 2 times.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. So yeah, and I got to play Pokemon Emerald, so yeah.
Easy.
Yep. 10 out of 10. You know, other than like the stuff not closing or whatever.
What do you mean? It's a feature.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Okay, so I don't know about y'all, but it seems like that project was a huge success. You know, they came in here, they were depressed, and then they played the gaming system, and then their depression got better, and even one of them said that they wanted to live now. So that's actually a very huge success. Very huge. If you take away anything from this video, let it be that video games actually do help with your mental health. And that those online research papers and those articles were, you know, they were wrong. I proved them wrong, so. Also, do you know about this video sponsor? What? You don't? You don't know about MO Designs? Well, MO Designs is a graphic design company that designs graphics. Wow. Oh my god. If you want to follow the Instagram, then here's their Instagram. And yeah, make sure to follow them. They sponsored this video, so yeah, you have to follow them. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and I appreciate the channel growing, you know. And also, it shows me that y'all actually like the content that I make. So yeah, give me some dopamine. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Bye.